We have all been there, right? That split second of panic. You see a flash of movement, something scurrying across the floor, and bam! Suddenly your home just doesn't feel like your own anymore. It's a totally universal, super stressful feeling. But finding the right solution, it really doesn't have to be. So let's break down how to tackle this, starting with the very first thing that pretty much all of us do. Because once that initial "what was that" moment wears off, you're left staring at a much bigger question. What do I do now? Who on earth do I call? And, how do I fix this without completely emptying my wallet? It's the kind of problem that sends us all running straight for the search bar. And chances are, you type in something that looks an awful lot like this. Seems simple enough, right? Just 3 little words. But trust me, they are packed with hidden meaning. And understanding this very search is actually the key to getting the right help. So in this explainer, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to deconstruct this search, piece by piece. Because once you understand what affordable, pest control, and USA really mean in this context, you're going to go from feeling anxious and just guessing to feeling empowered and making a great decision. Okay, first up, affordable. Our brains are just wired to hunt for the lowest price, the best deal. But when we're talking about pests, the cheapest option can, and often does, become the most expensive one in the long run. We have to shift our thinking from just price to real value. So let's really think about that for a second. Is the service with the absolute lowest price tag actually the most affordable choice? I mean, for your home, for your peace of mind? A lot of the time, the real cost is hiding just below the surface. And here's the big difference. See, price is usually a one-time thing. You pay the initial fee, you get a quick fix, and that's it. But value, well, that's about the long game. It means real long-term solution. It means guarantees and warranties. And crucially, it means preventing future damage and future costs. That's what real affordability looks like. So the key is to ask smarter questions. These are the questions that cut right through any sales pitch. When you start asking, hey, what does that initial fee actually cover? Or are follow-ups included? You get to the heart of what you're really paying for. A good, reputable company will have clear, confident answers to every single one of these. All right, let's move on to the next part of our search, pest control. This is so much more than just a person showing up at your door with a sprayer. Real, effective pest control isn't just a product, it's a systematic, professional process. Having the right definition here really sets the right expectation. It's a 4-part strategy. You've got inspection, identification, treatment, and prevention. If you skip any one of these steps, you're probably just getting a temporary Band-Aid, not a real, lasting solution. Think of it like a detective. A real pro has to inspect first to find out where the problem is coming from. Then they have to identify the exact pest because you just don't treat termites the same way you treat ants. Only then can they create a treatment plan that's customized for your house, and then follow up to make sure it actually worked. This quote absolutely nails it. See, spraying the ants you see on your countertop, that's just treating a symptom. Finding and sealing the tiny crack in the wall they're using to get into your kitchen in the first place, that is solving the root problem. And finally, let's talk about that last word in the search, USA. It seems really broad, right? But in the world of pest control, everything is local. The perfect solution for a home in Miami is probably not going to be the right one for a home in Minneapolis. And this is so critical to understand. Just think about it for a second. The climate where you live, the way your house is built, even the local wildlife. All of these things create totally unique pest challenges that demand specific local knowledge. For instance, a pro in the super humid Southeast has to be an absolute expert on termites and mosquitoes. But up in the Northeast, they need to be masters of how rodents and bed bugs behave in dense cities, especially during those cold winters. You need a local pro who lives and breathes your region's specific challenges. Which brings us to this essential checklist. Don't just hire some big national brand without checking their local team. You gotta ask, are they licensed in my state? Do their local reviews show they actually understand our area's pests? That local expertise is completely non-negotiable. So we've taken apart all 3 pieces of that simple little search. Now it's time to put it all back together into a powerful action plan that you can start using right away. The point is, you're not just blindly searching anymore. You now have the framework to make a really smart decision and find a solution with total confidence. And honestly, it all comes down to this simple 3-point checklist. When you're looking at any company, just run them through this filter. 1. Are they offering true long-term value? 2. Do they follow a complete professional process? And 3. Do they have proven, licensed local expertise? And that's what this is all about. We started this whole thing with a panicked quick search, but by digging in and understanding what's actually behind that search, you can now ask informed, powerful questions that will lead you straight to the right solution.
So you're not just searching anymore, you're investigating. You have the framework, you have the tools, so what's the first smart question you're going to ask?